Hey guys, what is going on? This is Carl number 5. Today we have another gameplay for you guys, and this is the second game of Ranked Season Stripes. So game number 2, we're playing the St. Louis Sluggers. He is pitching Scherzer. We are pitching Chris Sale in this game. We have Molly back in the game, playing some second base for us. He's 7-2. We're 1-0. I'm not sure if this guy has made the World Series or not, but he was a pretty solid opponent. I decided to go ahead and play at the Metrodome. I don't know why, just to mix it up, I guess. I'm getting kind of bored of playing at Coors. I don't know. I just like trying new stadiums. And he has the handling in the first batter of the game. I try to throw it middle in. I miss my spots. Sometimes I get in the bad habit of miss my spots like that, and he pretty much stays on it and hits it off the right field wall. Luckily, that was not a home run. And Corey Seager is up next. Throw a two-seamer, kind of jam him a little bit. I kind of messed up here. I wanted my center fielder to take this, but I don't know if it was going to be too risky or not. Trout wasn't really a good... he didn't have his momentum going toward third base. It was going toward center, and he doesn't have a good arm anyways. If Griffey got to that, I don't think he would have tagged up. And then here he got another deep fly ball. So he's going to go ahead and take the lead. Nice catch by Dawson. Not a huge deal. We go down 1-0. You know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes I feel like Chris Sale. Sometimes, you know, I'll give up an early run here or there. And the next batter, this is Dawson again. Well, this is his Dawson, and he flies out to my Dawson. So that's going to end the inning. He did get one run out of it. In the next inning, our critted player Kenny Powers goes yard off the seats there. This field's really weird. I don't know. I kind of like playing at domes, but this one's just kind of weird looking. So we tied up 1-1. And then Dawson comes up with 2 outs. I hit it pretty well, but it's going to be a line out to his center fielder. So we got a tie game going into the second inning. Moving along here in the second, I throw I don't remember if that was a changeup or two-seam. That's his Posada. He's going to fly out weakly to right. That is one change I did make. I went ahead and took Posada out. I just cannot stand his speed. So I went ahead and put my creative player there. I don't know. I'm going to mix it up between moving my creative player to catcher and second base. I might try to get the new Molina too. And I'm trying out some new players at second. And Zobrist. I did finally finish the Hanley program. So I might try him a little at second, even though I think it's going to be pretty terrible. And there's some other players I want to try as well. So we're going to mix it up. Anyways, we're cruising right along. Opponent did not strike out too much. He just did not hit the ball too great off Sale. And he's next in the second and third inning. And then 2 strikes. He does get a just late hit here. I don't know how the heck he hit it that hard. That was hit 101 off the bat, and that was up and in all the way. So just lates are still there. They're not as prevalent, but they can still happen. And I can kind of live with how they are now. It's just that the hits you square up aren't as rewarding. But I don't know. I'm just getting kind of used to it at this point. He went ahead and flew out weakly to left field, and that's going to end the inning for him. And then I get a cheap just late hit. Molly's got that compact swing. I feel like he just, I don't know. His balls just finds holes, and he always gets, finds a way to get on base. I like the Molly card. It's a really good hitting card. And he's got good speed. He plays like Kinsler in my opinion, but I think he's a little bit better because he hits righties better than Kinsler. Kinsler has a little more power versus lefties, but I do like this Molitor card, and I still third here. I'm trying to get stills from an Impact Veteran program, which... Spoiler, I already did complete, so that's one reason I was using Molitor, because he's the only Impact Veteran I had, and I was trying to get some stolen bases. Trout, we get jammed a little bit here, and I thought I would have a better chance to tag up. Kind of silly on my part, but he gets a double play and gets out of the inning, and we strand a runner on third. Next inning, we throw a slider down and in to his Dawson, David Wright. Actually, I think that's Ed Matthews at third. See, I'm going back and forth between Wright, Matthews, and Freeman and Votto. I'm just kind of mixing it up. Another ground out to third. This guy grounded out a lot this game. This Posada comes up. I got a pretty good pitch count with Chris Sale at this point too. I'm missing my spots a little bit. Kind of left that over the middle of the plate. Ripken makes a fantastic play. Posada wasn't even out of the batter's box before he was out. So far it's a pitcher's duel. We're in the 4th. It's still a 1-1 game. We got Griffey up. And curveball, and I'm I'm all over it. And there's a crazy topspin to Griffey. Get a double out of it though, but I think that was hit 101 and I squared it up. If you pull something down the line, hit 101, it's pretty hard to keep. Well, that was actually 106. I can't even read. That was over 100 though, so I'm surprised that stayed in. But the crazy topspin Griffey gets, very annoying. But anyways, next batter Dawson comes up. I thought I was on this pitch. I think it was just above the strike zone though. You have to be careful with that pitch. It looks my eyes light up when I see that pitch. I have to learn how to lay off of it. I'm doing a little bit better job this season. As Matthews comes up with 2-2 count, and I thought I got this too. I don't know if I squared that up or not, but I thought I got it. That one didn't really have a crazy top spin. I just don't think I centered it up perfectly. I'm not completely sure. And then Ripken tries to make a play here. This is Reggie Jackson. I think I could have fielded that without diving. I'm not completely sure. I was trying to slow myself down and then dive. It was kind of one of those in-between ground balls. Then he sends the runner here. We throw a changeup down and in. Make a nice play by Sell. So he does advance the runner though. So he's going to have a runner on first. 2 down, full count with Seager. He's late again. And that's going to be a weak fly out to Mike Trout in left field. So cruising right along. Still 1-1 in the 5th inning. We got 1 out, 2-2 count. And that is Joey Votto. I had him in the lineup for this game. And it hit off the pitcher, it hit off the third base bag, and Hanley Ramirez, weak-ass arm, still almost threw me out. We squared that one up perfectly. So luckily I got on base there. And then Molitor comes up, setting fastball up and in. One of those good timing foul balls, that's a home run. That's foul. And then the next one, we're late on. I didn't think he'd throw it back-to-back, and of course this one stays in play. That's what it feels like when you get one of those good fouls. It's like, man, you really feel like you should have had a home run there. But fortunately for him, that stayed in play, and that's going to get our pitcher up, and that pretty much does it for this inning. And he's going to get out of the little mini jam there. So I decided to keep Chris Sale in. I didn't want to waste my bullpen too early. I honestly have not been using my bullpen all that much this season. And then Chris Sale gets another ground ball. This is Molitor. He plays okay at second. Not as good. I'm about to get to Sandberg too, so I might try him out at second. Mixing up a lot of play. The only thing that's really set on my team is the outfield for right now. Dawson in right, Griffey in center, and Trout in left. And I've even contemplated of trying out somebody different for Griffey, which just sounds crazy. I'm still hitting well with him. I don't think I'll do it. I think I'll just keep trying to hit with him. Speaking of Griffey, he's up here with a 3-2 count, 2 outs. Opponent was attacking the strike zone. I was still trying to be patient. And I take a close pitch there. It's a curveball down and in. We get 2 strikes on Dawson. Again, I'm trying to work the pitch count a little bit. For whatever reason, I'm not hitting Scherzer. We hit one down the line, and Hanley makes this crazy play. I mean, I think we've seen that play a little bit too much. I think it's a little overdone this year. We're going to go ahead and move on to the 7th inning. Still 1-1 game. That's Votto for him. He kind of just slates it up the middle. Good hit by him. I mean, he stayed on it, went up the middle with it. That wasn't really a jammed hit. And then next batter, we throw up and in. Get a good call from our umpire. Usually we don't get those calls. And he decides to go ahead and take out Scherzer. He brought in Victor Martinez, who usually kills me. But we jam him. Opponent kind of had a later bat sometimes, but every now and then he would kind of, sneak up on you and pull one. So, I had to mix it up a lot. And that's going to get 2 outs there. And this is going to bring up Jackson. 2-2 count. We throw a slider kind of just straight down. He hits it decent. He might have actually hit that pretty decent, but it's going to be a fly out to Mike Trout in left field. Still a 1-1 game. Now, this is where I think he made a mistake. Well, I don't know. I mean, it made sense to bring Chapman in at this point. But this is Ed Matthews, an 0-1 count. He throws a fastball down and in, and Matthews is all over it. Matthews is heating up for me this season. So he's finally starting to do something. Last season, he didn't really do too much. But, yeah, definitely tearing it up. And then Ripken comes up. Bam. Back to back. You don't see that too much post-patch. It really depends what stadium you're playing at, too. If you play at a dome or some big stadium, it's hard to hit home runs. But if you play, I know just playing at Yankee Stadium, the wind's blowing out a ton, and it's so easy to hit home runs there. But anyways, we go up 3-1. Joey Votto hits it decent, but he's really slow. That's the one thing I don't like about the Votto. He's really, really slow, and the Freeman's got a little bit more speed. Molitor comes up and rips one up the middle. I love the Molitor, man. He's basically like a right-handed Corey Seager. With a little bit more speed, I would say. I don't know. I really like the card. I did sell him, so you might see him for a few more videos. But I did sell him because I have a few more other players I want to try out. Spoiler alert, I guess. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just trying out new players. And then I got Mike Trout up there. I'm looking for 120-mile-an-hour fastball. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. And then 3-2 count again. I don't know what I'm looking for. That was Stanton. I pinch hit Stanton. But we did get some insurance runs. We're up 3-1 here. This is a real close game. I decided to go ahead and bring in Chapman. Or not Chapman, Jansen. I want to start using Jansen a little bit more this season. He had 2 righties out of the 3 hitters coming up. The first batter, we threw a slider kind of down and away. Went with it. But it was a ground out to Molitor. I will say Molitor's defense has been okay at second. He's got, he's missed some balls that other good second base like Sandberg probably would have made, or a creative player. But there's not many good defensive second basemen to begin with. So it really depends on what you want to do there. And here I kind of misjudged it. I didn't see the little fielding marker, and I ran in, and then I had to go back and get it. But he actually did hit that one pretty well from Jansen. In the next inning, this is our creative player. This is off Chapman again. And that's going to be another home run. So Chapman came in and gave up 3 bombs and 4 hits total. And my opponent, he friendly quit, I think, at the beginning of the game. I don't really remember. I think he friendly quit. And then here, he went ahead and sent a concede. It's kind of disappointing. It was only a 3-run game. But it is what it is. We're going to start out 2-0 in this season. Kind of squeaked out a win there. Pitcher's duel. And I don't even know what our rating is at this point. It's pretty low, but you move up fast. That's one thing I don't like. I wish they'd start you off at 0. Kind of more of a challenge. We go ahead and get Jonathan Scope in our post-game reward. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Car Number 5 signing out. Peace.